Oh hey, didn't see you there. I was busy looking at my phone. Um, I love how people on the internet will celebrate the anniversary of anything. Apparently, today, 4 years ago? No, 6 years ago. January 27th, 2020. Okay, well, it's technically the 28th now, but on January 27th, 2020, the San Miguel Sheriff Twitter account tweeted out, and I quote, "Large boulder the size of a small boulder is completely blocking eastbound lane highway 145 MM78 at Silver Pick Road. Please use caution and watch for emergency vehicles in the area." Large boulder the size of a small boulder. It's just, it's beautiful. The sentences the human mind can construe. So, like, all day today, I've just kept seeing people repost that everywhere. Okay. One last sip of my milk, and then we can get into it. You ever drink milk through a straw? Drinking milk through a glass straw is honestly unmatched. The slept on activity. These are not good. Jewel has 143 fear. Let's just quickly refresh what we're doing. Got a Radiant Charge and Radiant Focus. Okay. We have... oh god. I think we have 7 refreshing revives. With double self-portrait and painting. What am I cooking here? Whatever. And we're using charge mode F. Hey! Hey! No! Don't bump me! Okay, can you stay down there now? I'm just not gonna use charge shots. What the fuck? Fine. Okay. Actually didn't need that panic. Oh my god, stop getting so close to me. Anyone else feel like our DPS is kind of low? Oh, I didn't check for blessings. Do we have any active blessings? Max rate +4. Oh shit. And Twinkle. Huh. Not taking sour soup. What's our crit at right now? 286. But that's with Twinkle. So it's actually lower. That doesn't do anything. What's our toxic defense? Okay, it's enough. And then... So 131 or 130. I mean, Shanks and Avoidra are both somewhat easy. I think Avoidra is easier. Okay, maybe this fight's easier. Kinda getting away with just standing here. Did I get hit? Oh, I didn't warp to the right. I thought I heard the denial sound effect and I was like, what? What? She's really not shooting behind her at all. Huh. Thanks for going easy on me, Shanks. This is such exciting gameplay. And yeah, this is gonna be a good premonition of what's to come this stream. It'll just be a lot of this. Standing around, using whatever strategies we have against individual bosses. Damn, she got me. And then just sitting there for a couple minutes. So this is why I was saying yesterday that we'd have at least one more stream of this run. Because fights take a while. And look, that fight didn't even take any panics. Embrace. It's still too early for Embrace. I mean, I'm not sure Embrace is ever good, honestly. Oh hey. Shy Momo again. Master Fear Bar is invisible. Ah, God. I don't really want to deal with that. Let's just take this. We don't even lose any HP. Take that blessing again. How long does that last for? 4 battles, okay. Right, so Camry is very tough. I'm not sure I really want to fight Camry right now. That's gonna soak up a number of panics. So will Shamra, though. Like, which one of them would I rather save for when we have higher DPS? Like when we find Secret again? Trying to think. I mean, I honestly don't know. Let's fight Shamra. I don't know. We can probably refresh the pool another time. Hey, you're not supposed to do that twice in a row. Oh shit. So 6. 5. Why does that last so long? Four. Three. Three revives. And don't need to use another panic. I'm not taking love signal. Brawl is still good. I'm not buying single life, but I kind of want this dark photo though. Both photos. Ooh, yeah. They buying secret. Toxic stars. I mean, there's extra crit rate and damage, I think. Also want to buy that, and then star damage +1. I don't know how much that does, to be honest. 144.5, and this sets us to 155.7. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. That's really good. And then take this. You can't see them, but they're there. Okay, so now we can kind of target some slightly more difficult fights, maybe? Like Frozen. Frozen or Kyoto. Or both. Kind of whack. But this Kyoto has a lot of fear, so I'm not sure we really want that. Having Toxic Stars against Frozen is good. I don't think our... Oh, right. Still gets overwritten by our focus element. I might just strategically use a panic here to deal damage rather than for survival. Probably don't need to. See, we're actually breaking things. Shout out to Secret. Okay, we have 7 revives. We have 6 revives. Damn. We have 5 revives. Yeah, we'll be fine though. Four, 3. Good enough. And now we don't really need to summon. Oh, hi, Viral Rain. Only 142 Sphere levels? Oh, God. It's really bad. $24 million. How much do you have? Ah, that default is also so tanky. I guess we fight Lavalin. Okay, I actually saw that tell and reacted to it. You won't believe me, but I did. Because she gets her little, like, circly bits. 6. Oh, right. 5. Four. 3. 2. 1. Okay. We got a stock denial. Can't use that. Viral rain again. I can't fight that. Okay, but 159 on Udanai. That's so bad. Oh god. I mean, we are dealing an amount of damage. Maybe we can fight rain. Thinking about using a photo. But using a photo on a non-final seems rough. The gift that auto-activates panics when hit, doom your run. I mean, for the most part, yeah. Since we rely so hard on self-portrait, Bloody Nails would hurt us. Until like the super late game when we're trying to use panics all the time, basically. But we're not even at that point. And since it's a 3-star, and thus it zaps your 3-star chance, we don't take Bloody Nails like ever. Fighting a blot seems like a huge waste here. Because we have Secret active. We have really good blessings right now. So I think it's actually the time to fight rain. I am gonna use the green photo. Hey, we can actually destroy these. In a way. Okay, yeah, this is going well. Seven. Still 7. That was a denial hit. Was it? Hold on. No, it was. No, yes, it was. I think. No, it wasn't. There's no way. Didn't need to panic that, it's fine. don't need to panic these, honestly. The attacks are so dodgeable. Okay, well, we're out of panics now anyway. Like, this is attack. That attack is standstill. We don't need to panic it. Alright, you know what? I'm happy about that. Used more panics than I needed to, but Fire Rain. I don't feel bad about it. Nah, I'm not summoning here. Hi, Tutaria. We'll be seeing you later. By which I mean we hopefully won't. This could be a Nova fight. We still have really good damage, though I guess at this point damage is useful against everything. Nova would be pretty rough here. I don't remember what the Thorn Pool looks like. I might have already fought Blue Viral since the last reset. Wait, we're starting with only one panic? No, in that case, I really can't fight Nova. Volt it is. Silver score. 4 panics, that's fine. Can we get a silver score? We might not, actually. Because we won't be able to destroy everything. Oh, why did I move up? Just gonna stay up here. Ow. Okay, 6 revives. 5. Hey, 4. Three. Ooh. One. None. Okay. Wait, did I miscount? I didn't look at my... Oh shit, I miscounted. Alright, that's the first stock revive gone. Rip to a real one. Okay, at this point we can actually consider entropy. Right? Does that... wait. Hold on, I'm trying to remember how this works. But I'm pretty sure if I panic down to 0 active panics, I get a panic polyp. Entropy doesn't actually check how many polyps you have. Take more scrolls. Secret is active for 1 more fight. Of course, the downside of buying entropy is that it scales blessing cost. And I'm not sure that's going to be too useful in regular fights. Nah, I'm gonna pass it. Can think about it later. Ooh. Purple ore mentioned. It's kind of a tanky Sapphire, but actually everything is tanky now, so never mind. Alright, here we go. Let me shoot it. Oh, what? Got hit. Ow. 6. What monster level do I think I got my last full combo? I don't know. Did we FC Alter Shanks? Don't remember. I lost count. Well, this fight's actually rough. Ow. Not that. But we're probably still gonna get some FCs this run. Genuinely, I believe this. I reckon I can still FC Vitria. I dodged the attack too, but the stupid danger bubble was there. Danger bubbles are driving me crazy. Okay, we have at least one more those last. Fine, eat another panic. Okay, so secret has run out now, but I wouldn't want to buy it here. So I need that to last into the final. I get to the next Thorn fight. Forma might be fine. Forma might still be fine later though. Echo is not fine. Echo's not gonna be fine if we fight her here either. I don't actually know how doable Moblot is right now. Because at this point I'm not sure we can really destroy the turrets very quickly. I mean, most monsters we won't be able to FC here, but I don't know what it is about Vitria, but her attacks are just dodgeable, even at max speed. So can we destroy these? I mean, with panics we can. Didn't mean to go there. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm panicking them. Alright, that was fine. Crit rate plus 10%. Eh. 35 armor, sure. Burn shots. Can we do anything with burn shots? Instead of radiant. I mean, it's annoying if we get Void. Because Void is still beatable right now. What do you have? Okay. Udanai moment, I suppose. What's the right wavelength for this? I guess that's technically dodgeable, but yeah. Yeah, can you go in range? There we go. Atta girl. Don't run out. Damn. 7. That worked. Six. Can you do that attack some more? That'd be really nice. Or this, I guess. Five. Ah, 4. Almost got through all of that. 3. Okay, we're done. Okay, okay. Oh, hi, Quick Might. How nice of you to show up. I mean, yeah, actually. I'll take a larger safety bubble. Volodrome, eh? Also Kiwi? Kiwi is so bad. Volodrome's also bad. All of these are bad, actually. We'll just do the lowest fear. Okay, Volodrome is technically lower fear, but the lowest over level. The upside of Volodrome is that the fight's slower paced. So you get like more time to regen panics. So I guess that's better for later. Oh god. This is gonna be a struggle. That's the attack we want. That is the attack we want to see. Okay. Yeah, and I'm at the point now where I will start to use my panics from the start of the fight. Rather than trying to greed it out as long as possible. 6, 5. No, wait, now it's 6. Best to only attack one segment. The exposed eye has a really low damage resistance. Like it just takes more damage than any of the petals or the vine. So this is a thing in a lot of fights where you want to start just targeting weak points at some point. Just to make the fight slightly slower. I don't know how big the difference is for Kiwi. But some parts just have really high damage resistance. Thought it was all about destroying more parts, and not at this point. The extra score we get from breaking a couple more parts doesn't really matter. I mean, of course score matters, but I also want to survive and live longer. Okay, well. Now we can't see our revives at all. Isn't that fun? Take that, and... I mean, I guess at this point I can't see anything anyway. Oh, but it might... Does this hide revives and attributes, I wonder? I mean, I don't want hyper focus. I don't really want to deal with heavy heart either. Yeah, we just gotta count. Voidshare gives more karma. Heavy heart though. Heavy heart for 3 fights is just too annoying. Kyonoto. Kyonoto. We have 3 loaded panics. I mean, it's not gonna get better. For some reason, I always think Kyonoto has a radiant resistance, but I'm just mistaking her for Frozen Viral. Don't need to do Avoidria or Avoidant Blot. Both of those are kind of easy. And that Astray was too high level. Oh, I really managed to get hit by that, huh? Yeah, just stay right there. Yeah, we still have 7 revives. That attack is dodgeable, actually. You gotta know I'm bad at games. That one is not dodgeable. Ow. Okay, 6. 5. Okay, that was just bad. 4. Bad. 2. Yikes. I messed up. Should have dodged that. 1. 0. Shit. This is really bad. Panics. Oh, fuck. I can't believe that hit me. Aw, what? Okay, well this is really bad now. Almost done. Ah, fuck. Ay, ay, ay. That lost so many. Yeah, I took a burn that hides my HP. We lost how many there? 6? Or 7? But like, I knew how many revives I had. That wasn't the problem there. Coldacre. Oh my god, dual Prisma Blessing. It only makes one, I guess that's fine. But so is this. Yeah, Coldacre is good at this point. No, I knew that the effect hides my revives, but I just mentally tracked how many I had, and that worked out fine. The problem was that I got hit. Okay, who can we fight to regen some panics? I guess Sentinel, because she's got the lowest viewer levels. Ugh. Fighting Sentinel sucks. Oh, I guess we do it. I should not be in the bottom button. Oh, really? Ah. 6. Five. I keep warping too early there. 4. Ow. Help me. Okay, wait a bit, then warp. Three. How do I keep getting hit by that? Why? 2. Okay. This is fine though. Oh, I didn't know she did that. Actually, you know what? I don't think I should be targeting her claws. Just go for the head. So I broke all her legs because those bullets that come up from the ceiling when she jumps are dependent on how many legs she still has. So if you break all of her legs, then the jumps don't shoot any bullets. And at that point you can stall for time very effectively by making her continuously jump. Ugh. Don't do that. We're out of revives now, ain't that rude? And some attacks also just don't reach behind her. This works even better against Sentinel 4X than against OX. Or can she be kind of useless? See, that's true against 4X, but OX actually has two different attacks that she can do when both her claws are broken, and one of them is a bit annoying. And most of the attacks she does with her claws aren't very difficult to dodge. She just has like one or two that are bad, but you just panic those and it ends up fine. I mean, yes, this is decent. Charging time minus 25%. We're not fighting Totaria. There's a battery there. Doodle. Oh. 45% combo. I can't do that. Oh. There's no way we can get 45% combo, right? I guess we can do all of phase 2, that's 20%. But we can't do all of phase 3, even with panics. That's annoying. I'm in a dark photo though, just in case we get there. This would be sick if we can get both scrolls. That bigger safety bubble is so huge. Okay. And something nice you can do against the Void. Since phase 2 becomes completely free and phase 4 becomes mostly free, you can actually kind of tank your own damage. So right now, for example, I'm not focusing, which reduces my output pretty hard. And it lets you regen back up to 5 panics, which is very useful. 5. I'm gonna start charging because this is gonna take a while otherwise. God, it's looking good for that combo challenge. We just start phase 3 with some panics and we'll be good to go. Now, phases 3 and 5 are still going to be rather troublesome. Giving less love enables you to be more loving in the future, yeah. You get it. Okay, almost into phase 3. Oh god. That's not what I wanted to happen. Back up to 5 panics, so now we're set for phase 5. Oh, what? I thought I could dodge that. Iframes through it. Okay. Apparently I'm severely overestimating the amount of iframes Boundless gives. Last phase is always relaxing for you. Yeah, I mean, usually it's dodgeable, but the higher the level gets, the harder it becomes. Don't, don't do it. Okay. Yeah, so that didn't lose us a single stock revive. Phase 5 is actually really tough at this level. And we got the challenge, which is huge. Now, I'm not actually sure if that extra crit is going to be noticeable at all. But it sure exists. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, this fight's gonna be a problem no matter who we fight. Might have to do Null Glacia? Because she's like the most dodgeable out of these. Oh, going into Monovi is tough. I'm absolutely not fighting Storm with only one starting panic. So yeah, Monovi could be fine. Glacia would also be fine. I'm not using Citrine Fortune on this. Or you know what? Maybe I should. You know, usually I end up being surprised by how dodgeable Null Glacia is. What's our fear here? 72.8, 72.6. That's slightly lower. But it scales our level. So let's fight this one. But she sure is lagging. Oh, what? What even hit me? Ow. Okay, 6. Just simply going to panic that. So that's... yeah, okay. I was gonna say, that probably works the same as the Polyps attack. Ow! Don't push me around. Damn. I play on keyboard. I feel like that should be... It's so interesting to me how I can watch someone play and just know what they're playing on. just because of the way they move. Oh god, these are all really tough. I don't want to fight Blizzard. Blizzard's gonna fucking kill me. I literally have no chance against Blizzard right now. So I guess it's Alter Glacier. Because that Pearl is way too tanky. Oy vey. Don't use any panic attacks. I don't think I'll be clearing that challenge. Gonna be honest. Ah, the Lord's bubble is gone. Yeah, I always find it fascinating, the different references that people have with regards to movement. So for example, when you watch me play, you'll notice that I do a lot of tap movement. I'm pretty much always tap moving around. Yeah, the starter made you think it. I'm glad at least that the tapping noises aren't getting picked up by my microphone. Because that definitely has happened in the past. I actually put I put one of my scarves down on my desk and then put my keyboard on top of that to kind of cushion it. Because it used to be a lot more audible, and that annoyed me to no end. Because like to a degree keyboard noises can be nice, specifically the the clicking of the keys can be very pleasant. But the sounds of like bumping on my desk reverberating through, it's very bad. You're not hearing that? Okay, okay. I was hoping you'd say that. Okay, that fight ended up being a lot cleaner than I expected. I think at this point, if we see Entropy again, I'm buying it. Emerald Luck. I guess? Chaos Glyph is kind of decent. Let's take Emerald Luck. Burn Charge. Ooh, yeah, definitely want that. And that as well. Burn Charge. That could be good. We already fought Void just now, so we don't really need Radiant. And maybe if we see Blizzard again, that could be a thing. GS, who's conveniently resistant to burn. Look, GS is more dodgeable than Blizzard, in my honest opinion. We got Camry here. Sentinel's still easy later. Flip Flap resists burn, which is unfortunate. Monova is really high level. I think it is one of these. Camry or Astral. How many panics do we have? 5 active. It's gotta be Camry, right? Right? I'm actually not sure. What's the difference in weaknesses? Burn resistance, the burn weakness is higher. I'm worried about level a little bit. I mean, technically I should know how to dodge Astrayo, because I've done that a lot, but let's be honest, I won't be able to do that. Just immediately spawns another one. I mean, it'd be really nice to not let her absorb anything. But it'll be a little difficult to avoid. Wait a minute. Avoid? Ow. I should probably be dodging that attack. And this one. Ow! 6. Five. We can actually see the revives again. Crazy. What? 3? Okay, that was stupid. I am not very smart. What? How many was it? 3. So, I've been feeling kind of butthurt lately. And by lately, I mean today. Just like all day. Not while sitting down, funnily. Only while getting up and walking around. My butt has been hurting. And I mean, I know why. It's because I went out and played some basketball yesterday. And I'm just sore from that. And no other reason. And yeah, it's been kind of killing the vibe, if I'm being honest. Though I do recommend playing basketball, it's very fun. I had a lot of fun, actually. I don't always have fun when I play. Some sessions just don't go well, you know? But yesterday was really nice. I couldn't land any of my shots, which was funny. Like, during warm-ups, I was shooting really well. I lost at the basketball game and got buttered. Yeah, that's basically what happened. During warm-ups, I was shooting so well, but then when we got into the game, I couldn't land a bucket. It was crazy, but at the very least, I was playing good defense. Like, my defense was actually real nice. Want to save Sandrome for later. We still have that burn charge, so I'm thinking dual Prisma. Default has too many Fiora levels here. Definitely not fighting Echo. And then Synchron is better later. Yeah, it was really fun. And I actually hadn't played in a while. I think the last time that we managed to get together was before Christmas. And then I got sick for a bit, and then we had like a few weeks in a row where we just didn't have enough people available to actually start a game, basically. I'm fine up here in my hole. I like other sports. So there are some sports that I really love to watch, right? I think bouldering is an amazing sport to watch. Because you really just get to marvel at the crazy amounts of strength that these people have. Like, it is truly fascinating, and I have tried bouldering myself, and I want to go again. Maybe I'll do that a bunch in February. Problem is there's no bouldering gym in my town, so if I want to go bouldering, I have to take a train out to a different city, and that takes like 1.5 to 2 hours depending on where I go. So that kind of keeps me from doing that more often. Like, if I lived closer to a climbing gym, I'd go all the time. Now, when I'm not very physically strong, so whenever I go, I always eat shit, and then I come back, and then I feel like my whole body is made out of stones for the next like 2 to 3 days. Because, you know, climbing is a full body exercise, right? Not like basketball, which mostly stresses your legs. Yeah, bouldering is full body workout. That's what you said. Funny how we said that at the exact same time. I'm not buying batteries. Ruby Luck Bitter Tonic, I guess, is good. I'm not gonna be fighting blue, but might still find a use for that. Oh hey, some more panics. And yeah, when I first decided that I wanted to go bouldering, I bought a bunch of stuff. I bought my own climbing shoes, and like a chalk bag and some tape and everything. And then I didn't end up going that often. But I do have time at the moment, so I'm thinking about going bouldering a bit more. Who are we fighting? Kind of zoned out there. Flip Flap is too high level. Like, I guess doesn't technically mess up my level skill. Do we still have the burn charge? We do. Okay. Could do storm here. Yeah, burn charge is really bad against Voldar. I start during COVID? Nah. I started in like... When was the first time I went? The first time that I went climbing myself was actually together with some work colleagues at my previous job. So it must have been at some point in 2023. Storm? I guess we fight Storm. No real way around it. I mean, Shanks is the easy way out, right? 161 fear. But we're not gonna get a weaker Storm than this. Could use Bitter Tonic. What is that? Toxic resistance plus 13.5. Wait, and the radiant resistance is slightly more. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just gonna use this now. Maybe a little stupid, but whatever. I should make like a list of monsters that are being offered to figure out what exactly is still in the pool. Yeah, optimally playing Endless Stress, you always want to... You always want to keep perfect track of your monster pools. Oh my god. I'm not managing to dodge anything! 2 revives. Stop doing that. Stop raining on my heart. Stop raining on her heart. Like, for real, cut it out. What are you, some sort of void? Ah, fuck. Oh my, 1 second. I need to refocus. That's twice in a row now that I used the panic too late. What hit me? Okay, you can go back in the footage. There was nothing overlapping with the heart there. I'm getting hit so much. That was terrible. That fight was really bad. Okay, can we get an easy one now? Not really. Rage Druid's tough. I guess Avoidria is the easiest? Oh god. She's also resistant to burn charge. What the hell? Trying to think, do I trust myself to fight Ventra here? And just survive in phase 1? I mean, I used to be able to do that well. But also, that'll take so long. No, I think it's Avoidria time. I don't know what that move was. Don't run out, please. So if I just like go here, still get hit. Okay, now. How good am I at repelling Vitria? Usually I like to think I'm really good at fighting Vitria. But it's not quite Vitria. Vitria doesn't do that, as far as I'm aware. Stop! Yeah, hit me. We've got 4 revives, this is fine. Frankly, I didn't even need to use that panic in phase 2. And yes, I'm thinking about every single panic. You might think, hey, you've got a couple hundred, why do you care so much about one panic? And like, yeah, we still have a couple hundred now, but we're gonna use all of those. Like, you have to realize we are going to use all of our panics this run. No secret. I always have a hard time with the zap attack that kind of splits in the middle of the screen from the yellow ball. Oh yeah, that gave me trouble for a while. What I like to do against that, if you want to know, is first I look at the ones where she shoots the big bullet that isn't technically a bullet, but we don't talk about that. They shoot the big bullet up and down, and then has the small bullets come to the side. And I just kind of scan like the horizontal lines that those cover. I imagine a horizontal line because they move entirely horizontally. And I just get into like a safe zone between one of those two lines. And then from there, I only move left and right. So I basically turn it into 2 separate dodges rather than one combined dodge. Chat. I think I have a hunch that our pool might just be Nova and Totaria at this point. I'm gonna check. I mean, technically, we could make an argument here for fighting Nova, but honestly, I just want to re-roll these. Because we can cheat past Totaria. I don't know why I'm calling it cheating. This is using game mechanics the way it was intended. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable fighting Nova right now, even with Secret. And we never get forced into blue viral here. 3 panics. 2 panics and an overlove, that's good. Heh. Don't use any panic attacks. Good joke. Okay. Limbo has a doodle. Volt has these. Ember's got 3 panics rather than 2 panics and an overlove. Or 1 lifeblood. Reroll again, but don't use any panic attacks. No, I think we do this. Oh shit, we're actually destroying these? Damn, secret goes hard. As if there was any doubt that was, you know, the case. Oh, that was phase 1? Wow, that was fast. Sit over here. Ow! Keep getting hit by that. Really? Down to 1 revive now? Okay. No. Okay, that last save was really unnecessary. That was good though, that was good. Wow. Okay, I did not realize there were this many monsters left in the regular pool. Shomo is pretty terrible. I don't want to fight Blizzard. I don't want to do it. Do we still have... So what blessings do we have active right now? Okay, wavy star shots. But no element changes. Okay. Yeah, Shy Momo's gonna be a real problem here. All of these are a problem. Like every single one of these is gonna be really annoying, except Trinity, I guess. Well, we have Secret. This is the best DPS we're gonna get. Secret and Tartaria. We actually have really good DPS. So maybe we can take on Shy Momo and not completely drown. See, the problem there is that Radiant resistance. Because we've only got Radiant shots. Could also use the Cold Ichor and fight Nullsaw here. Or we fight Astray. We could knock out Astray, but she's really tanky and she's also high level, which I don't like. I mean, we could literally just fight Trinity. How long does Secret still last? I'm gonna keep rechecking all of this. 4 battles, 3 battles. We have 7 panics right now. Okay, actually, let's fight Shy Momo then. I hate only shooting the monster's resistance. Part of the problem here is that this is a fight that I've hardly ever practiced. Because I only briefly tried to fight her in Ultra Quick Play and then gave up again. Ow. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Oh, good. Vine jump scare. Stop doing that. Ugh. I should just be panicking more. What am I doing? Ah! I can't even react, even with the slowed down game. I'm literally not reacting fast enough to the vines. Every time. Every single vine is hitting me. I hate this. Of course. Okay, this time I'm ready for the vine. This time I'm ready for the vine. I'm just gonna panic that again. Yeah, I don't always move to deal damage with the panic because it's just not very much compared to everything else. And, you know, especially considering that we are using star shots and don't want to move that much technically. Let's check actually. How much damage does a panic deal? One panic deals 3,668 damage compared to our star DPS of 656,000. So the panic is getting beaten out by 2 orders of magnitude. That's... Yeah, it's not that useful. The panics do still have their use, of course, because some things get instantly broken by them. So you could see even there in that fight, Chai Momo has that one attack where she throws out some orbs, which then shoot aimed lines of bullets. And those get immediately popped. Blank canvas is actually useful. Can we see our energize time? No. Oh, recharge. 2.4 seconds. But it doesn't say the percentage modifier. Which is interesting. We have Sunstone. which is 25%. Don't think we have anything else, so blank canvas might actually be a thing we want. Zap charge, you say? Max energy plus 2, energize plus 20%. See, thing is, that's useful. I'm actually gonna take... There's also reserve tank, which does the same thing, huh? God, am I gonna take reserve tank? Energize time. It's actually very relevant. Yeah, fuck it. So now the recharge is only 1.76 seconds. Would you look at that? Secret is still active for 3 battles, Tartaria for 2, so we don't need to summon for a few battles. So yeah, let's also buy blank canvas. On the morn of August 24th. What? No, it's still January, son. No, I'm sorry. Continue. Tell me what happened on August 24th. We have that zap charge now, so probably null unit time. What are you talking about, unabsolutely? Who are you talking about right now? Oh wow. The game just speeds up when null unit leaves. That's so funny. Ah. Are you setting up some sort of elaborate bit right now on... I'm gonna let you cook. Oh, wait. Okay, you know what? I didn't need to use that panic. We're just fine surviving on our revives here. Yeah, 5 more. score. This is just the song lyrics. Mechanical Girl. I've never heard that. Yeah, see, I thought it couldn't possibly have been about Void because you said he. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I've never heard that word. Place time. Yay. Moral of the story is never take a child away from a loving parent, especially not ones who make children who shoot rockets from their eyes. Okay, I'll try to avoid that. Thank you for informing me. Stop staring at me with your what are those called again? Your seeds? You know, I still haven't had a chance to read. I say I haven't had a chance. I definitely could have done so if I wanted to. But I haven't read the chip memories. Tells a bit of a Ventra story. But, like, does Ventra even give you the chips? I feel like she doesn't. Right? She just gives her own effects that aren't tied to actual gifts. She does in delivery? Nice. I guess the same can be said about the soups. Okay, that was a good fight. I think we can still go one more fight without summoning, right? Yeah, we still have secret. Alright. Show me the worst cook ever. Picking big sister for score purposes. Look, I've talked about the, you know, scoring strats in Endless Stress and to what degree you might want them. But yeah, no. I mean, you can get a lot of extra score by just optimizing fights for score rather than surviving longer. Case in point, Randy managed to get a higher score with a difference of like 200,000 points in like several fewer cycles compared to her heart record. So yeah, I see it, but no. I usually I would fight Astrayo here, but we've got that zap charge, which is just so annoying. So annoying. GS moment? She has plus 162 health. It's actually a pretty good chance to fight GS. But it's still gonna suck is the thing. Because like Rage Prisma is gonna be fine in the future. Lila is gonna be fine-ish. Calorie is usually fine. I think this might be GS moment. I kind of hate it though, because it's like, okay, Astrago has 100 million fear. GS has a lot more. Rage bait Prisma. Rage baiting my fat Prisma, part 20. I love that video. Just thought I'd let you know. Do we actually want to fight GS though? I'm like thinking about which monsters can we how many monsters can we expect to rest past if we're refreshing the pool? God, I think it might be GS moment. Because this Astrayo is just so awkward with that charge element. I guess, how strong is the resistance? Oh god, minus 36%. That like completely makes up for the difference in fear. Yeah, okay. Okay, fuck it. GS time. This is gonna suck. But it's what we have. Can I break this? I can't. I can't even break a single one of them. Okay. And I'm not going to even try to break the smalls, I think. I guess... No, I should shoot the vulnerable bits because of the damage scale. But yeah, this is mostly just gonna be 10 minutes of fortress dodging. Except I already got hit like a jackass. Ah. Yeah, that's the one you don't want to see. Do I just panic you? Can I break this thing? I literally can't. That's awesome. Ow. Oh god. I need to stop. I just need to boundless harder. I feel like that's the way to play fortresses, right? You try and stay toward the right side, because that's what you always do. This is why I'm imagining Ventra as being possibly like super doable. Even when she's really tanky, because you try and go to the right side of the screen. And then when there's some impassable thing, you just find a little pocket to hide in. And slowly move along to the left side and then boundless across. So like what I'm doing right now. Oh my god, this is taking so long. takes longer. See, I don't think there's any way to speed this up because I'm already like trying to target the vulnerable spawn. But I can't break them anyway. So it's like, do I want to try and squeeze through there? I don't. Okay, wait that one out because I don't want to get bounced. Ow! Fuck. Oh, compared to other fights. Yeah, and then there's phase 2, which is just a regular fight. Except her patterns kind of suck ass at high speeds. Why am I not using my charge shot? Don't do that. Ow. I keep bleeding revives here. It's, I guess, the downside of this strat. Anytime you mess up, you just lose a revive. And you hardly have a window to panic. You know, what I said earlier was kind of untrue with regards to panic damage. It was inaccurate, let's say. Because yes, the panics deal, you know, the displayed amount of damage. However, that damage is spread across the entire duration of the panic attack, which lasts several seconds, of course. Stop! Thank God for the Allstone DPS. Yeah, where would we be without Allstone? My goat. That was close. Yeah, so the panic DPS is even lower by comparisons. Our regular shots just deal so much more damage. Okay, this is fine. Why did you go so low? Jackass. Weren't you like at the top? Fucking rude. What the hell? Can't believe she did that. Don't do it, please. Okay, we're good. Down to 0 panics now. It's fine. 369. Now we summon. The secret has run out. Yes. I mean, it buffs our charge. It's technically good. Okay, I'm not taking any of these. Udana is genuinely really bad. It's funny how usually this is kind of a nothing burden, but it becomes really terrible. Stress. Can we deal with Heavy Heart? Can I be asked to deal with Heavy Heart? No. No, I can't. Okay, now we need an easy fight, so Synchron time, I suppose. Anything to refresh those panics. I'd like to only fight Monovai when we have higher DPS. No, that doesn't hit me. Oh, what? Like a halfway real attack. But not really. Okay. Right, so I'm gonna try this now. New Synchron Phase 2 strat. Horizontal warps rather than vertical. Because if we warp vertically, we spend a ton of time shooting into empty space. So we lose out on a lot of DPS there. Yo, are we gonna get an FC? Holy shit. Allstone is pogging so hard right now. Balance the game so that Endless Run eventually ends compared to Mega Block where it goes to Infinity or Crash. Well, making endless end is as simple as adding an exponential component to the fear calculation. And that exponential component is actually really small. I think it's only like 1.01 to the power of some number that scales with your stage, I think. I think it's specifically the, yeah. The stage, so you can't really match that. Make every effect in this game limited. Endless will run down if you scale it well. I mean, that sounds more difficult than just having an exponential element in your HP scaling. But what do I know? I've never made a game. Extra blood? I'm not even sure if buying extra blood is worth it at this point. Because we have so many. And we need DPS. We need to buy blessings. No, I mean, who would I be if I stopped buying extra blood? Okay, the monster pool is really becoming small now. Why is this Jewel so tanky, though? I guess we just fight Shanks. Lowers overall level and stuff. We're working toward that pool refresh. How many monsters are still in anyway? So we saw Jewel there. Echo. Ventra is still in. Vibrant Viral is in. Trinity. Avoidant Blot. That's one. So we still have a decent bit before we can refresh. Exponential HP scaling is cool and all, but I think if you uncapped stuff, you could go for endless. Okay, but nobody wants endless. Like, the entire point, isn't the entire point of an endless mode to see how far you can go as it keeps getting harder and harder? I feel like an endless mode becomes pointless when you can actually make it endless. It's not what many people want from endless. Yeah, well, the masses are fucking idiots. Like, getting your endless run in Balatro where you score infinity on every hand is cool once, and then never again. Because like it literally, it leaves no room for improvement, right? If you have an actual endless run. Once you do that, there's nothing left. And that's just not interesting, I think. How are you gonna improve upon existing strategies? Ow. I don't know, wanting endless seems like an opinion that's held by people who are bad at games and don't, you know, don't even try to do something that's actually impressive. Like, I don't know, having a good endless run that dies eventually because it's impossible for it to be truly endless. But that's better than all the previously performed ones, you know? It's something that I think is cool. It's like, sure, getting a mathematically perfect speedrun on, what's the game called? Drag Race? That, like, whack NES game where the mathematically perfect speedrun is like 5 seconds and just consists of a few inputs. Like, yeah, that's cool. That's a cool novelty. But once that's done a single time, there's really nowhere else to go. How are you gonna aim higher than literally perfect? I don't know. It doesn't strike me. It doesn't strike my fancy. And okay, you can make some arguments as for why endless stress is stupid, because it makes you fight one monster for 10 minutes. It turns, you know, every single fight into a beat stick, basically. Because it just takes so long. But that's why you need strong convictions. And believe me, I've got strong convictions. I think it's time for Tox Bollops. Now, do we need to dark food? I don't think we do. Tox Bollops is always going to be doable without expending any stocks. I think. I mean, look, if you don't want fights to take forever, you can play Endless Terror. Ah, I'm so excited for Endless Tower. When I say so excited, I mean don't actually think about it on like a daily basis. But I do look forward to it becoming real. People actually want from Endless in many games is game crashing. But again, that's novel and exciting maybe a couple times, maybe 5 times. And it also kind of removes the focus from, like, what you did to get there. I guess, you know, if getting to that crash is sufficiently difficult, I could see it, because now I'm thinking about, like, Tetris and other games that have a kill screen where the endless mode ends because the numbers get too high for the, like, the program itself. Oh my god, I can't see the tells. The polyps get so visually displaced that I can't read the tells. That sucks. Endless and Void is novel and exciting never for many people. Uh-huh. I'm sure it's not exciting for people who don't play Void, but that's not really what we're talking about here, is it? Are we still talking about how we would like this specific endless mode to work? I feel like we've kind of lost the plot here in this conversation. See, it's exciting. Seen enough negative comments about Endless? Okay, tell the people that they... Look, I bet you not a single person who had left any of those comments has any idea how to actually play Endless at a decent level. Like, you don't have to be out here getting 20 sublimes, but like... at least 10? That actually doesn't matter? Nothing matters in early game of Endless. Like, genuinely, at that level of gameplay, nothing matters. burn charge, and then we get offered Umbra. Good joke. Okay, Blizzard viral time, I guess. What the fuck? I'm just being elitist. If you say so. And look, most of the negative comments that Void gets amount to I wish this game was more like Isaac. So I don't really put too much value into that. Wish this game would be less like Isaac? It's not like Isaac at all, though. What are they cooking? There's like zero similarities. What do you mean? The giant collectathon. Isaac did not invent collectathons. Look, tell those people to play Meteos and then we can talk. Because, you know, as any real Void head knows, that's the actual inspiration for a lot of the collectathon mechanics. Ow. Most of the meta prog comes from new items. That's every roguelike nowadays. Like, what do you mean? That is not unique to Isaac at all. Hades? I don't know shit about Hades. Are you saying that Hades is like that, or are you saying that Hades isn't like that? Hades isn't like that? How does Hades do its meta progression then? Because I know it has it. And does Hades even have items though? Wait, let's talk about this first. Are there items in Hades? I feel like we have to start by stretching the definition of what constitute as an item. Hades has dark matter? Damn, I didn't know that. But like Slay the Spire does that. And Slay the Spire inspired a ton of games that then copied that. I don't know, maybe Slay the Spire took inspiration from Isaac to do that, but I somehow doubt that. Slay the Spire has a very small meta prog. Slay the Spire's meta progression is unlocking items. Which is exactly what we're talking about right now. Oh shit, we made it through phase 1. It takes 10 hours and not 200. It's not about the amount of time it takes, it's about the concept. Game is including concept? I disagree. And look, okay, let's say for the sake of argument that Void has a lot of similarities to Isaac. I'm sure you can make a very strong argument for that to be the case. I personally don't really see it, but then again, I'm not into Isaac at all, so I'm not really the person to ask about this. At that point, we have to acknowledge that The Binding of Isaac is and has been a hugely popular and hugely influential game. And I feel like it's kind of silly to go on to another game and be like, how dare you take inspiration from this hugely successful game made by someone else. Like, yeah, that's how inspiration works. That's the artistic process. Sorry to burst your bubble here, but people's ideas are informed by the media that they consume in their life. Like, that's such a non-criticism. Anyway, let's stop talking about negative Void reviews. Sorry, I get very caught up on small things like that. I'm sorry. Let's kill Jewel. We aren't even talking about negative Void reviews. You were. We were talking about people saying that they think Void is too much like Isaac. How is that not a negative review? Positive ones. Okay, I was talking about negative reviews. I was creating a straw man saying that, you know, and just making the bold assertion that a lot of negative reviews of Void amount to, I wish this game was more like Isaac. And then you said that we also get reviews saying they wish the game was less like Isaac. So I assumed we were still talking about negative ones. But that is an assumption that I made without stating it out loud, so my bad. Ow. You wish whose brains were less cooked? I mean, hey, brain is made of proteins. You gotta properly cook that shit. You're gonna get salmonella. Okay, I say that I've never eaten brain of any animal. I've had liver, I've had heart. I mean, heart is tasty because it's literally just muscle. It's just a ton of muscle. And I know liver is like pretty contentious because it has a very unique flavor and texture especially, but I like it. There was one time when I was doing a like work experience. What? Automod, why did you hold that message? I don't understand. Also, I thought I turned off Automod like years ago. I don't know why it's back and holding messages now. It didn't tell you to do that. Why is the computer doing things of its own volition? Anyway. Have I had any other weird organs? I mean, I'm pretty sure I've had those, that like French delicacy. I forget what they call it, but there are just like balls of, like cooked and prepared bird guts. And it didn't taste great, if you ask me. And then another time when I was in France, I had snails. But they didn't taste like snails, because it was just... We got them out of a food truck, and they were fried in like so much garlic butter that it just tasted like garlic with a bit of a weird texture. I mean, eating it was weird too, because you have to take like a little wooden stick and poke the actual meat of the snail out of the shell. It's kind of weird. But yeah, the taste was nothing special. Your original point was that you can't discount non-pro player opinions about things because they are non-pro. That was not your original point. Your original point was that I don't know what reviews of this game look like. Can we fight Heliola here? I mean, Vitria is easy enough. What's the charge again? Burn charge. How do I always end up with the wrong element for the monster I'm trying to fight? We do have this Cold Ichor, which is good against Nullsaw. But I really want to start Nullsaw's fight with 5 panics, actually. You'll give him the old 5-finger discount. Who? The snails? Anyone. Huh. What? I love when Heliola just disappears for a second. And doesn't even shoot any bullets because she's fully off screen. Hey, why are you down there? Okay. Okay, am I crazy? Why did that glyph get destroyed like instantly, but the other one I couldn't get rid of at all. Ow. Can you stop with that? Seriously, it's not funny anymore. Damn. Yeah, see? Do they have different HP values? That would surprise me. Or do they just happen to get hit by a lot of bullets that are already in the air? Guess that could be happening. The laser ones have less HP. Huh? Yeah, and then this one isn't dying at all. What's happening? Wait, so do... I assume these are vertical lasers. I literally can't remember right now. But if that's the case, I take that to mean that Heleola doesn't use the new Polyp technology of lasers turning off at the left edge of the screen. Polyps are infinite, though. And? It doesn't really change whether or not they constitute unavoidable damage. You can't lower the HP of an infinite part. I'm not asking for anything about polyps to be changed. I was asking if these lasers do or don't turn off when they get to the left edge, the way that polyps do. And it seems they don't. And that was surprising to me, since they function so similarly. Because they don't have to. Oh, because they have lower HP, they don't have to. Fair. I feel like that's not gonna stop people from having low enough DPS to be unable to destroy them in time. But then we're talking about something else. Also, man, she's not dying. Though that's partially because the game speed is lowered. So hey, look, it's fine. It's not cheating because I can't even dodge. Their HP caps at what the game calculates to be your DPS. I did not know this. I thought there was some hard-coded cap. Or is there also a hard-coded cap? That's whack. And this is the case for like every, or almost every laser bit in the game. I assume Sentinel's turrets work the same. Used to cap at 160-ish. Yeah, that does sound like high enough for story mode. Well, I mean, still gonna die instantly in like the end of a run, but whatever. Oh. Look at this. No lag in sight. Ow. So I immediately get hit. Stop making me use panics. Okay. That's